Okay, welcome. Today we're going to look at combining like terms, lesson 4.6. Here we go. But first, the joke of the day. Why wouldn't the oyster give up her pearl? Oh, because she is shellfish. Shellfish. I don't know why. Maybe take a screenshot of that. Anyways. Okay, well, here we go. Some important vocabulary to get us started here. Okay, looking at coefficients. Coefficients are the numbers that are in front of the variables. These are all coefficients here. Okay, like terms are terms that have the exact same numbers or the exact same letters with the exact same exponents. Okay, so these two are like terms here. And finally, a term is just a part of the expression that is separated by an operation, addition or subtraction signs. Okay? All right, well, let's get started here. Okay, number one. What is an expression to represent the park here? What expression can we represent the park? Keep in mind that this park is an equilateral triangle. Okay. Pause the video and give this a try. All right, is this what you came up with here? Okay, this is our expression to represent the park. Oops. Okay, now, if I can delete this. Okay, so the next part is, if you had to simplify this expression, what would you come up with? Well, if you are going to add the following like terms, you could either do 7.2, 7 and 2/10, times 3, or you can simply just add those three together and you'll end up with 1.6d. Okay? Now, we look at our other like terms here, our constant values here. Okay? And when we add all of our minus 4s, we end up with minus 12. So our expression for our question is 21 and 6/10d minus 12. Okay, let's try another one here. All right, let's zoom in and have a look at our next question here. Okay, a little bit more practice here to get us going. Okay, so let's have a look here at our first expression here, our first algebraic expression. We want to look for those like terms again, and I see a like term here and a like term here. It has the exact same variables with the exact same exponents. When I combine a minus t plus a minus 2t, how many t's do I have? I end up with minus 3t. Okay, well, I'm not done yet because I also have to simplify these like terms as well. So I have minus 5 and I have a plus 3. And a minus 5 plus 3 is a minus 2. Okay, so our expression for our first question is minus 3t minus 2. All right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and delete this here. Give it some space. Okay, here we go. Let's have a look at our next question here. We have 7 3d minus 5d minus 5. Okay, so we want to start with our expression on the right here first. Okay, so it's easier to type this out here, so I'm going to do that. So we have 7 plus 3d. And then we have to take our minus and distribute that to our terms inside of our parentheses. Okay, so let's have a look here. Okay, if I take a minus and I multiply that by positive, I get a minus. So it's minus 5d. And then I have a minus and another minus here to get a plus 5. Okay, now that I've distributed my numbers here, I can go ahead and simplify a little bit further here. So let's take the color green here. I've got this and this here. So I can start with that. 7 plus 5 is 12. And I can do 3D minus 5D. And that'll get me a minus 2D. Now, since I need to put an operation between these two, I've got to write this as a plus. Okay? So our final answer is minus 2D plus 12. Okay, let's go ahead and clear this out here and have a look at our next question. Okay. All right, so now it says to factor using the greatest common factor of 30x minus 5. Okay, so our GCF of 30 and 5 is 5. And what times 5 gets you 30? 6. Take the x along for the ride. And then we have to do 5 divided by 5, and there's a minus there, so we end up with minus 1. Okay? When we factor 30x minus 5, we end up with 5 parentheses 6x minus 1 close parentheses. Okay. All right, last question of the day. It says expand the following. Another way of expanding the following just means distribute. Okay? So we have here a minus 7 and a 3x. So we need to distribute our minus 7 to our 3x here. And we're going to end up with minus 21x because we're multiplying. Okay? Then we have to distribute our minus 7 here to our 1. And minus 7 plus 1 is minus 7. So when we expand our minus 7 parentheses 3x plus 1, we end up with minus 21x minus 7. So today we learned how to combine like terms with algebraic expressions. Thank you so much. Ma salama.